I want to work on my anxious attachment because I really feel like that's what contributed to the breakdown of the last relationship I was in. Fair enough. And look, I think wanting to work on an anxious attachment is a really good sign of responsibility. I just would like to know, how did this anxious attachment manifest for you? For me, it was just the case that whenever my partner started to pull away, be like, hey, what's wrong? I just want to talk to you. They'd be like, stop talking to me. You're being too needy. And even at the end, when they broke up with me, they were like, you ask too many questions and you're too nosy. And I just felt like, there was something wrong and I just couldn't, I just felt like I was responsible for the breakup. So it sounds like in those moments when your partner was pulling away, you could sense that something was wrong. Your first instinct was to ask him how things were going. Is that right? Well, yeah, because I was unsure if they were angry at me or if something I'd done wrong happened to them. And ultimately I was left to feel that way. Okay, well, the first thing I can share in terms of how to work through anxious attachment is also to understand where your level of responsibility begins and ends. You've done the right thing by actually expressing that you felt like something was wrong, and they just didn't have the ability to articulate with you in a coherent way what was bothering and triggering them. That's important. And because neither of you were able to work through that in an effective way, that's not your anxious attachment's fault. Anxious attachment's fault would really come up where, for instance, if you were starting a fight in order to feel like, you needed to see if your partner loved you. Anxious attachment, like a lot of anxiety, requires control, security, and clarity to feel safe and secure. And if anything, it can help us to discern how we can bridge security back with our partner.